What's good, guys? Popo here. I'm glad to be on the channel with you guys today. I wanted to go ahead and make this short and sweet. What we're going to do is just take those chops that we got the other day. We just used the randomizer and made some chops, and then we saved the program. And now today I want to show you how to sequence that out into a full song. Normally what I would do, I would take all of my tracks and put them on sequence 1 and then mute them out per sequence. But for this one, I want to use the same chops. That's all I want to use, is just those drums for the whole thing without sequencing out anything. I'm just going to play the parts out, you know what I mean? So for sequence 1, we're going to do this. And that's it. Sequence 2 is going to be... Alright, I'm going to keep going with that, and I have 2 parts, so we're going to make 4 sequences and then arrange them to where I have 8. It's going to be fun real fast, a lot faster than this whole intro. So let's get right into it, and if you're new to the channel and you find value in this, I hope to earn your subscription. So do it. Right on. I'll see you guys here in just a second. Alright, cool. So I try to do this the best that I can. We're not gonna... I'm playing the pads over here, okay? Nobody want to see me playing pads. You want to focus more over here, so I'll leave the camera over here. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna leave the metronome on this way. When I hit play, I can kind of hear something to guide my chops. The best thing that I found was to, if you want to change the tempo, just tap the tempo. Like, find out how long they're going to cut short or they're going to cut long. Now you can pitch these up in the program edit or the sample edit. I believe we'll find out right now. Sample edit, the whole sample right here, you can tune it down or tune it up if you want to, and that works a whole lot easier for me than the auto warp feature. The auto warp, listen. See, it sounds really good, but if I trust me, if I were to auto warp that, it would really distort the signal and the sound. I like to just pitch it down, and then if it's -2 and you want it lower, go ahead and make it lower. But then your BPM, the best thing you can do is play out your part. I know I'm going to be going like this, so you got to tap in your tap tempo. Right, you go. Tap it in. Tap in your tempo and make sure your samples fit. If they don't, hit the menu, go up to program edit. Go to sample edit and pitch it up and down until it matches the tempo. That works out really cool. But what we're gonna do here is go ahead and take sequence 2. Nothing's on it, and I just want to go ahead and I got this for 120, but since I slowed it down, it doesn't fit 120 if it's like 111. So I already tapped it out and everything. So I'm gonna have my metronome on this way I can play to a beat or to a time, and then I make sure I'm on record, and then now I can hit this overdub. I'm gonna go ahead and record 4 bars. Okay, I usually do 8-bar beats, but this one we're gonna do 4 bars and just make something fun. Here we go. Right here, you always want to make sure it's at the beginning. Okay, you shift, stop, and it takes you back to the beginning. Alright, it was a little out here. Whenever you record and you start sequencing out stuff, your break's gonna come in here. You want it to come in right at the beginning of after 4 bars on the next sequence. Boom, right there, not here. So always make sure that what I'm saying is this line, before I hit record, it was already here, and you want it to go to the back. So you hit shift and stop, hold shift and hit stop, and it goes back to the beginning. So we're gonna do this right. think I can get away with making these 2 bars. So we're going to go 2 bars. See what that sounds like. Perfect. Alright, so what we're going to do is use that for sequence. Sequence 2 is going to be our sequence 1. Okay, that's going to be our intro. I'm just going to do 4 different sequences. Watch. At 2 bars, 111. Every sequence has got to match. And in the first sequence we went. For this one we're going to use these up here. Okay, here we go. Make sure it's at the beginning. No. Hang on. No. Make sure this is on record, okay? And hit shift, stop. Make sure it's all the way in the beginning. I like that, so I'm going to double that. Hit the pencil and double length. It doesn't look like it did anything, but it did. It doubled that. So now it's going to play, instead of 2 bars, it's going to be 4. And it's pretty tight. So sequence 3 is going to be some more of these chops. That's what that is. I'm just using this as an example, okay guys? 2 bars, very important. All the way in the beginning. Make sure this is on record. Finish this off with sequence 4, which would be sequence 5, because sequence 1 was the original that we chopped, is what I'm saying. So this is now sequence 4. You name it whatever you want. And I'm going to end it with. Okay, let's do it. Hit the record, overdub. Maybe I should use this for the intro. I'll double the length. And just for fun, we're going to play an 8-bar loop. Let's play a 4-bar loop. Just to fit it in there, I just want to show you. Close enough. You can fit it in and tap it in perfectly, pitch it up or pitch it up or down. So we got 5 sequences, right? Let's fit these bad boys together. This is easy because you don't have to take sequence 1 and duplicate it and mute out parts or nothing. It's already laid out. So we're just going to go into song mode here and hit insert. We got 5 sequences. We're going to start off with sequence 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now if I wanted to add a sequence later on, I could go ahead and change this. You just got to touch it, highlight it, change it to whatever sequence you want. You can get it to loop however many times you want. I got these for 2 bars, 4 bars, 2 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars. And it's going to be whack because I got 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16. So it's going to be 16 bars, which is pretty sweet for a quick little demo. So down here, you hit convert. If you convert from here, it's only going to give you these first 2 bars. Alright? You want it to convert all these together. So you start from the bottom and hit convert. Do it. Now you're ready to roll. I mean, you did it. Turn to your new sequence, 16 bars. If you missed that, all we did, we went to song mode. We inserted those sequences. We arranged them 1 to 1, 2 to 2, whatever. And then from the bottom, you convert it, and it asks you what sequence you want. You hit do it, and then you can clear this. And this is just cool because, like I say, usually I copy one sequence with 5 guitar parts or 4 keyboards. This way you just got your drum track with all your chops on it. It's ready to roll. And I got sequenced that. It's got all your bars on there. And let's hear what we got. Let's hear what the song sounded like. And if I wanted to take this a step further, I could even bounce this to a sample, add in fade points, hit the pencil, bounce a sample, exporting sequence, 16 bars. Now when you go to sample edit, I'll get back to this in a second. When you go to sample edit, you can actually take this whole sample that you got. You can't see it. Process, normalize it. Do it. Nothing. Okay, well, it didn't give me the damn sample. But either way, you bounce a sample and then you can hit menu and start edit samples and do your start and end points and all that stuff in your menu. But that's a lot. Right now, we're just going to go ahead and go back here and hit play and see what we got. And this is without adding anything, no love to it. I didn't go to the channel mixer and add any delays or anything, but some things that I do want to go over are hooking this bad boy into the mixer and how you can take all of this and control it with your MPC. One other thing that I want to get at, guys, is studio setup. There's been so many different ways that you can set up a studio, and the most important way is finding the simplest way that works for you. For this whole thing here, I've just been using a desktop and my MPC Live. But for home, this is my simple setup. But I have been really getting into a lot of this stuff over here, enough to where I can actually do tutorials on them now. So we're going to move a little bit more into the modular side and show you guys exactly how I make my sounds and basically share the process. Right on, guys. I'm Polypopo, and I'll see you guys on the next one.